Sam Sensi in sessions. Court back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? I have a feeling that this reading is about to be a doozy. The readings have been getting darker and darker. Like, I'm telling you, I be having the best days, and then the readings have to be like, usually on my best days, on my most fun days, the readings be so dark. Because it's like now I can handle this energy because I just had a lot of fun. So it's like, oh yeah, you can read these readings. If I was in a bad mood, I wouldn't be able to get these readings. That's how I feel. Okay, here we go. Misery loves company. Aries, Master Manifesta. Lord, a real ass person. Virgo, time for redirection. Foolish decisions. Magical occurrences, miracles. Okay, it's not that bad. Take a leap of faith. Finally, I feel like, oh, it's lighting it up as I go. Thank you, God. The last reading was so harsh. It was so hard. That energy was so heavy. It was so heavy. I was able to find humor in it, but that energy was so damn heavy. Oh, thank you, God. Caught up in illusions. Oh, thank you for a better reading. Thank you. I mean, like, as it comes out, I like feel it lifting off my chest. Trust dreams, like a teachable moment. Lord. Oh my God. Leadership skills need work. Don't tell me nothing about that. Some shadow work needed. Listen, I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like some of my readings be so triggering. Especially, this is something I keep like getting. Like, if you somebody who is watching my readings from like you watching my readings because I don't know, like you a monitoring spirit, I'm going to trigger you. You gonna be picked up. Whatever the fuck you got going on is gonna be picked up, and that shit not gonna make you feel good. It's not. It's not. It's really not gonna make you feel good. Self-discipline needed. Social media. Libra. Interesting. I'm going to read these multiple ways. I'm going to read these as like the person of sign, and I'm going to read this as energy of sign. Aries, I always think of like right now that we're in a Mercury Mercury retrograde that's making communication a lot brutal or straightforward. Ooh, Lord. This just came out again. Okay, some of these cards be coming out over and over, which is like, whatever. At least I know, because I'm shuffling it. It's not like, damn. Damn, what happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, who is that? He's from Baltimore. No, is he from Baltimore? He's from Washington. He's from Washington, D.C. There's somebody who I be watching this video. He be like, what happened? What happened? What happened? Damn, no. Hold on. I need to reshuffle these. I'm just going to reshuffle these. What happened? He's funny, but he be making like some really, really, really valid points. So like the way he communicates, like he be talking some real shit, but he be making really valid points. Justice came out. He be talking, but he be making some really valid points. He be using humor to say some real ass shit. High Priestess, yeah. This is like one of them spiritual. I mean, all these readings are spiritual. I'm channeling the energy. But there's a lot of like Libra energy that just came out. I just got the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. Here we go. Misery loves company. Aries, master manifester, a real ass person, a teacher, teachable moment. Virgo, leadership skills need work, time for redirection. And we got justice, upright. And that's like, damn, that's like a harsh lesson. This is all like, oh, a really harsh lesson being communicated. Uh, a harsh lesson. A really harsh lesson. Maybe not the harshest lesson, but a really straightforward, like, you can't escape this lesson type of lesson. Misery loves company, and something's kind of highlighted where somebody needs work. Someone's being cornered into shadow work, and it's justice. Like, the way the situation is playing out, like, you know how I be feeling about life, there's a reference that's coming to mind. It's at the tip of my mind. Like, the tip of my mind has this reference that's coming. There's this show called Golden Boy. Oh my god. So there's this show called Golden Boy. It's an anime, and it's something I watched when I was really young. So basically he comes into like situations and he seems like really horny, really goofy, really stupid. Like, he seems really horny and goofy and stupid. And he ends up like meeting like these women, and they be so like, just, they not like, the only one of the women he met was a really nice person. Like, most of them be, or the one, like, one of them was in a really toxic relationship and he exposed the boyfriend. One of them was like, he met a boss and she was really nasty. Like, she was nasty. I mean, he was horny though, but she was like, it'd be these really like uptight, harsh, nasty women. And he'll run into them, he'll meet them, and they'll have like these assumptions about him. He's just a stupid man. He be doing stupid shit. And then he ends up teaching them like a life lesson. He never, like, even when it gets to that point where they kind of want to like fuck him, they never do it. Like, he just leaves. He's actually a really nice person. He doesn't seem like it. He seems like a horny, nasty man, but he's actually really nice. And I know that's not the best reference. That's not the best reference, but it's like the perception, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a life lesson comes in a form that you're not expecting. A real ass person, like, sometimes you get a life lesson in a form that you don't expect. Leadership skills need work, time for redirection, master manifester. And you're I be talking generally, but for like, if you're on the end of being the life lesson, like, you need to learn how, you needed to learn something as well. Like, probably how to assert yourself more. Aries. It's a balancing of skills. That's what the Libra energy is meaning. Like, these lessons or these agreements is karmic. It's energetic. It's spiritual. It's not earthly. Like, it's a spiritual lesson. And of course, people take them how they want, you know what I'm saying? But some things can't be escaped. Like, it's probably a lesson more I knew exactly what I was doing. Yeah, sometimes it's a spiritual lesson. Just being near you is intoxicating. I couldn't let you get close to me. You and I were too young. It's a spiritual lesson that calls for maturity, a different type of maturity. Maybe you matured in a sense, other parties matured in a sense, but it's something that really hits. Like, it's not on no, like, not on no, it's a spiritual lesson. That's how I'm phrasing it for right now. I could get into the message more, but that's how it's coming out. Like, just, it's a spiritual lesson, a teachable moment. I feel like, you know that feeling you get when you're about to cry, like when you're hitching, your throat is hitching, that's what I'm feeling. Like, I feel like, you know that feeling when you're fighting tears. I'm not about to cry though, but it feels like that. foolish decisions, some shadow work needed, magical occurrences, miracles, self-discipline needed. Take a leap of faith. Like, again, on when it comes to spiritual lessons, both sides are learning very, very important things. Like, even if you are more aware of the lesson that's happening, you're learning something very important. Because everything reflects each other. Until we really understand that, like, every situation you're in is a reflection of something going on within you. And sometimes it takes you understanding aspects of yourself in order to free yourself from that situation. And on the other end, people get held up a mirror as well. Like, if you're choosing to see something as a mirror, it's like that energy must reciprocate. Like, I'm seeing myself in you. If you cannot see yourself in me, you're going to have to. If one party is doing the work, eventually all the work that you're meant to be doing catches up to you. Because this is spiritual. We're humans. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, or human beings having a spiritual experience. However you want it to happen. Because you could be a human being having a spiritual experience where it kind of like hits you, or you could be a spiritual being having a human experience where you're understanding the spirit of things, you're understanding the metaphysics of things, you're understanding what's underneath the surface, but you need to learn how to maneuver yourself in a more material way, or how to make sure that you're more solidified in the material as you are in the spirit. We learn things together. Foolish decisions, some shadow work needed, magical occurrences, miracles, self-discipline needed. Take a leap of faith. Like, for me, in a lot of my lessons, I have to learn how to maneuver in a material way versus a spiritual way. Because I can have all the spiritual knowledge, but if I'm not applying it in a material way, it's kind of pointless, fruitless. I can say I know this, I know that, but if I don't actually practice that, if I don't actually practice what I'm preaching, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, even though I got notches under my belt, like, people know. Again, monitoring spirits. If you're a person from my past, you know, everything I said, I meant. I said I was gonna move to another state, I did it. Like, things happen how it's supposed to happen. Every situation, there's been a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Every situation been a lesson. This whole journey, there's been lessons after lesson. Nothing's easy. Self-discipline is taught. Like, the situations you be in be teaching you self-discipline, and a lot of my lessons have been around material self-discipline. I'm so good with my intuition. I've learned to be really good with my intuition, but I had to learn how to be good materially, how to do things materially, how to make my manifestations happen in a material way. Because sure, I can align to experiences that put me in positions that I want to be in, but if I'm aligning to those experiences with people who do not have good intentions for me materially, then I'm putting myself in a position that's gonna fuck me up overall. And my intuition, my intuitive nudgings don't matter at that point, because I am not protecting myself materially. I can protect myself spiritually all I want, but I know what I ultimately want, and that requires some practical movements. It requires some practicality to it, and I had to learn that the hard way mad times. And I feel like I'm also in a lesson myself, learning that, like, I need practicality. I need groundedness in this reality. I've learned how to ground myself, because, like, I know even before I really trusted my intuition, I always knew something was, like, different in regards to, like, spiritual matters with me. I always knew I was called for, like, a more spiritual life, but it seemed like all of my dreams were so, like, scattered, because I wasn't applying it practically. I wasn't making things happen practically. So that's what I learned in a lot of situations I'm in. And some people do not be in touch with spirit. They're not in touch with their intuition. They're not in trusting of themselves. And they learn that from the experiences that they have with me. Because my intuition is really good. Like, it's very spot on. So this is what I'm picking up. Like, the high priestess. And you probably, even with you learning how to do things more practically, it also strengthens your trust in your intuition. Just like if people learn to strengthen their trust in their intuition, they would be better at the practical things that they do or the practical things they want to create. New beginning, social media, caught up in illusions, Libra, trust dreams, two swords, reversed. Distraction. Did I say that in this reading? Distraction, not wanting to be distracted. Don't want to be distracted. If you're not applying your knowledge practically, it's no point. It's no point in having awareness of things or trusting. Like, how can you really say you trust your intuition if you feel like something's impossible, or you trust the spirit, if you trust God and you feel like something's impossible for you? You know, sometimes life will take you on that lesson to learn how to trust yourself, how to be more practical, and how to exercise discipline. New beginning, social media, caught up in illusions, Libra, trust dreams. Where's my cards? Oh. We got, how many cards just came out? Be sure to hydrate. Abuse, intimidation tactics. Be sure to hydrate. Water is water. And I'll get enemy. If you don't do first, you'll fight water. And I'll get enemy. Damn. This comes out a lot. Once your energy very lusty. New romance coming soon. Justice. Also feeling the same vibe of justice. I wouldn't say I'm feeling like rewards. I'm not saying I feel like rewards, but I'm feeling like lessons learned. With every lesson learned comes new blessings. And the song I'm thinking of, Judgment just came out. So the song I'm thinking about is, if it is knowledge that you want, then it would be well earned. If it's knowledge that you want, then it's going to be well earned. Trust me, that knowledge is going to be taught to you in such, especially if it's something you seek spiritually first. That knowledge is going to be taught to you in such a way that you literally cannot release it. There's lessons that I've learned that I still hold on to this day. And I have learned new skills through my hard lessons. They're harsh. They're harsh, yo. I swear my lessons be so harsh, but it is what it is. Judgment. Be careful of the thought seeds you plant in the garden of your mind, for seeds grow after their Ace of Wands just came out. You may have planted some really good seeds though, especially if that's something that I learned. You have to be aware of the seeds you're planting. Yes, like your thoughts, life will take you on a journey to change your thoughts if you already ask for something. If you ask for self-discipline and you lack discipline in the moment that you pray for it, life will take you on a journey to make sure that that is practical knowledge. And I seen something in regards to so somebody was talking about how God just be wanting to make sure that this is something that is going to last. There's something I feel like I've prayed for 2 years ago, and I don't know, maybe the journey not going to stop at it when I receive it, but like everything I've prayed for, I've been receiving in a certain ways or in certain intervals, so that when I receive so that whenever I move on to whatever is next, I know how to maintain it better. I know how to maintain it better than last time. I've been put in a lot of lessons, and it also wakes people up. So, this is something I want to share with you. It's something that you probably most definitely relate to. Like, your lessons are teaching you how to be practical. And you're teaching people also how to tune in or tap in. And it's not like you have the truth, you know what I'm saying? I believe that there's definitely more to this reality than what we see. And sometimes I know for me, my presence kind of incites that. Like, there's something more to this than what we see. Like, I have a way, there's like, I end up in situations where I know things that I shouldn't know. I sense things that I shouldn't be able to sense if there was nothing more to this. And that's a perspective of life that I give people, and it sometimes I can't control what happens with it. But I give thanks for how everything transpires. Really. Things be harsh, things be hard, but like the way that things transpire, there's a perfect structure to it. God is a genius. There's a perfect structure to it. And I'm learning myself how to not question it, how to just do the things that I feel like I should be doing without fear. Because a lot of the situation I myself end up in is because I fear new beginnings, for real. Like, I end up in half beginnings. And it doesn't really work, especially when there's an Ace of Wands waiting. I end up in half beginnings, but those half beginnings also teach me really good skills. So, or like really solidify self-trust. So that being said, Sam says he is session adjourned. Please come back. Thank you. Ashe.